nabbed for involvement in gambling raya video. Over 100,000 police retirees eligible for 500 ringgit one-off assistance. Good afternoon, I'm Jessica Lee. Welcome to Updates at Noon. Now, 8 individuals, including 3 women, were arrested on suspicion of being involved in the filming of a video promoting online gambling, which has been viral on social media and caused a public outrage. Deputy Inspector General of Police, Datuk Sri Akral Sani Abdullah Sani, said those arrested included actors, artist agents, videographers, cameraman, producer, and a director. In a statement today, Datuk Sri Akral Sani said all of them admitted to receiving payments for the making of the video, which was held at 2 locations in Ampang and Hulu Langat, Selangor last 13th of March. He added efforts to track down the mastermind behind the production of the video is still ongoing. Datuk Sri Akral Sani said all those arrested would be remanded for investigation under Section 504 of the Penal Code, Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998, and Section 4 subsection 1G of the Common Gaming Houses Act 1953. He said the police had so far received a total of 38 reports on the video. He also advised the public not to make any speculation on the matter as investigation was still ongoing and those with information are to go to the police. A 10-year-old boy drowned after falling into a ditch while cycling near a paddy field in Kampung Hutan Kandis in Arau yesterday. Arau District Police Chief Superintendent Nanda Maruf said Muhammad Amir Faris Rohaizat was cycling with his 8-year-old brother and an 11-year-old girl when the incident happened at about 6:30 p.m. Superintendent Nanda said the victim had suddenly lost control of his bicycle and plunged into the 2-meter deep ditch. On seeing this, the girl cycled to Mom Amir's house about 1 kilometer away to alert his family. By the time his parents reached the scene, members of the public had brought up his body and placed it on the side of the paddy field. He said the boy's body had been sent to forensic unit of Tuanku Fauzia Hospital. The case has been classified as sudden death. A total of 136,655 police pensioners, former policemen and emergency-era policemen who are recipients of the Pingat Jasa Pahlawan Negara or PJPN qualify for a one-off payment of 500 ringgit. The incentive is in appreciation of their sacrifices and deeds to the country, including during the emergency era under the Federation of Malaya service from 1948 to 1960. Home Minister Datuk Sri Hamzah Zainuddin said the contribution clearly showed that the government always viewed seriously the affairs of police pensioners, former policemen and era emergency policemen by endeavouring to find avenues to assist them.
Inilah dia namanya frontliners. Kalau dahulu berbeza dengan sekarang, hari ini juga adalah mereka yang benar-benar berhadapan dengan musuh kita. Sebab itu sepatutnya semua kita rasa bangga kerana waktu mana sekalipun asal namanya darurat, the real frontliners adalah anggota PDRM.
He said this in his speech at a ceremony to hand over the PJPN 500 ringgit one-off payment at the Police Training Centre in Kuala Lumpur. Under the first phase of payment, the aid will be distributed to 10,000 recipients with an allocation of 5 million ringgit, which will be credited directly into their accounts in stages until December 2022. For those who had passed away, the money would be channeled to their spouses or next of kin. The Malacca government is seeking the cooperation of security forces such as the police and the armed forces to place personnel on duty at 70 Ramadan Bazaar's location nationwide. The Chief Minister, Datuk Sulaiman Muhammad Ali, said that it was to ensure that visitors and traders complied with the standard operating procedures or SOPs set. It is also to prevent cases such as at the Bukit Rambai Ramadan Bazaar, which went viral on social media recently, where visitors were crowded and failed to practice physical distancing. Datuk Sulaiman said the state government did not want the emergence of new clusters in bazaars this Ramadan, causing its efforts to allow business activities to resume to fail.
Tetapi semua aktiviti ekonomi boleh jalan seperti biasa. Apa pun yang ada dalam Melaka ni, semua boleh jalan. Tapi patuhilah SOP. Kalau kita ingat, kalau kita patuh pada SOP, saya yakin segala aktiviti ekonomi, wak daripada segi pelancongan juga akan berjalan seperti masa. Dengan syarat SOP itu mesti dipatuhi.
Earlier, the Chief Minister officiated the launch of the Jasin District Ramadan Bazaar at the Bandar Baru Merlimau. He was satisfied with the level of compliance with the SOPs at the Ramadan Bazaars statewide, especially the gap between the stalls. Now, long-term plans are underway to upgrade KL Central that has exceeded its capacity of 100,000 commuters a day. Transport Minister Datuk Sri Wee Ka Siong said the transport hub handled some 200,000 passengers a day prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. He said the ministry is working on creating more tracks and comprehensive services to handle more passengers and enhance convenience.
Jadi kita sedang berbincang dengan pelbagai pihak. Kementerian akan meneraju melihat perancangan lebih jauh bagaimana kita nak mencerap ke semua keperluan ini, jadikan ini sebagai satu perancangan lebih holistik.
He noted that while the planning and studies on upgrading KL Central have begun, the authorities are not in a hurry to upgrade it. The minister was met after a ceremony to commemorate KL Central's 20th anniversary yesterday. Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad or MAHB expects 20 new international destinations and 80 additional domestic flights would be boosting air travel further for its network of airports, including the Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen International Airport ISG in Turkey. Now, in a statement, MAHB said the new destinations include Hamburg, Basel, Zurich, Sarajevo, Copenhagen, Lyon and Hanover for flights from ISG with up to 25 weekly frequencies. Group Chief Executive Officer Dato' Muhammad Shukri Muhammad Saleh said although Malaysia and Turkey still impose travel restrictions, the airport operator remains optimistic as the demand for air travel is still prevalent based on the continuous new flight offerings by airlines. He added that the group has also enhanced its safety and health standards through the Global Airport Health Accreditation Program. At KLIA, Malaysia Airlines has reinstated destinations such as London and Jakarta and added 80 additional flight frequencies to its domestic destinations, which had increased KLIA's total domestic weekly frequencies by 26.7%. The second phase of construction involving the National Pepper Industry Development and Expansion Centre, or PPILN, in Semenggok near Kuching is expected to be completed this July. Plantation Industries and Commodities Minister Datuk Dr. Muhammad Khairuddin Aman Razali said the project was expected to be completed in February last year, but due to the COVID-19 outbreak, its completion was delayed and only reached 69% completion so far.
Kita merancang untuk RMK 12 memohon fasa yang ketiga iaitu pembinaan blok pengurusan ataupun blok pembangunan dengan jangkaan kos juga sekitar 40 juta ringgit Malaysia, insya-Allah. Itu yang kita akan masukkan untuk RMK 12. Kita akan mohon pada MOF.
The PPILN will be equipped with modern and sophisticated pepper research facilities, integrated expansion facilities, and a reference and information dissemination center related to the pepper industry. Met after visiting the project site, the minister said the center is important for the development of the country's pepper industry so that it can progress further. Kicking off with football, goals from Leandro Velasquez and Bergson da Silva against Sri Pahang FC gave Johor Darul Takzim, or JDT, their 7th victory in the Super League action last night. The 2-0 victory at the Darul Makmur Stadium in Kuantan allowed JDT to extend their dominance at the top of the league with 23 points, 5 points ahead of second-place Terengganu FC. It was also the 6th overall defeat for Pahang and the 4th for head coach Dola Saleh since taking over as the team manager from Thomas Dooley, who was rested in the middle of last month. JDT dominated the first 45 minutes of the match against Tok Gajah squad. Velasquez scored the breakthrough goal in the 23rd minute, lashing in a right-footed shot following a setup by teammate Muhammad Afiq Faizal in the penalty box. The Southern Tigers squad continued to control the game in the second half, and when Pahang defender Muhammad Izani Masaleh was sent off in the 70th minute following his second yellow card, JDT piled on the pressure before Da Silva scored the visitors' second goal of the night.
It's try to be the best all the time, and sometimes we cannot score 5 goals or 4 goals. It's so easy. Sometimes opponent also play. Pahang is a team that has young boys that they have anything to lose, and they work well in the 2 lines of 4. The Litak is a good player. He always press. It make it a little bit difficult. But I think at the end of the day, the 3 points and not conceding a goal was the important part for us, maintaining in the top of the league.
Standing at 184 cm tall, the possibility of Muhammad Arshad Muhammad Saad emerging as the country's next sprint king looks very promising after winning the men's 100 metres event of the Malaysia Athletics Grand Prix at the National Sports Council Mini Stadium in Bukit Jalil last week. It was indeed a double joy for the 18-year-old Johorian athlete after he set a new personal best of 10.62 seconds compared to 10.7 seconds, which he recorded at the Malaysian School Sports Council meet in 2019. Muhammad Arshad's victory created an upset for the national athlete from Sarawak, Jonathan Napier, who only managed to secure the second spot, while Muhammad Azim Muhammad Fahmi from Perak came in third. According to Muhammad Puat Muhammad Kasim, who has been coaching Muhammad Arshad since 2019, the athlete's lanky body was an advantage and the X factor for him to excel in many more sprint events in the future. Now, commenting further, Muhammad Puat admitted that he did not expect that the teen athlete could win the event and only aimed to set a new personal record at the tournament. However, he hopes that the student of Tunku Mahkota Ismail Sports School could maintain his momentum, thus opening up his chance to at least be listed in the men's 4x100 meters quartet to the SEA Games in Hanoi, Vietnam in November. Previously, Muhammad Puat had coached 2 sprint kings to win gold medals in the Blue Ribbon event at 2 consecutive SEA Games, namely Khairul Hafiz Jantan at the Kuala Lumpur edition in 2017 and Muhammad Haikal Hanafi in Manila, the Philippines in 2019. And that's it from us this afternoon. In our top story, 8 nabbed for involvement in gambling Raya video. Now, News at 10 comes on this evening on My Free View's Berita RTM news channel. I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.